What's going on? It's Alex Wilder. This is Wild with Wilder. And today, let's talk about this new partnership that Veve has undergone with Pili Fantasy, the company that I am brand new to, straight out of Taiwan. Let's hop right in and see what's going on. Okay, right off the bat, let's look a little bit at this Twitter feed. So yesterday it kind of came up that they're now working with ePiliNet, and I guess that's the Pili network. They're bringing their digital collectibles over to Veve. It was announced I want to say just yesterday, fairly middle of the day, something like that. Now, whenever there's a new group or a new company or a new organization kind of coming to the Veve platform, it's big news for a lot of reasons. This one has double meaning, in my opinion. One of the biggest things is that you never know what is going to kind of catch fire. What type of collectibles are they actually going to put forward that people are really going to be interested in? Where's the moment where you can kind of get in at the ground floor for these to skyrocket? Now, what's so cool about this announcement is that this company is in Taiwan. They've been talking about localization. They literally announced this as the migration is happening yesterday. So I'm thinking that part of that Immutable X migration is really what's going to propel them into the overseas Asian markets, to at least to start when they go through the localization process. So I thought it would be fun if we just kind of walk through and figure out who exactly is this company, why should I care, so forth and so on. Now, before we do that, I want to make sure that you guys like and subscribe the video. Every single bit of interaction is super helpful. Let me know in the comments if there's any particular topics that you kind of want me to address or want me to talk about. And I have some other stuff planned for you guys as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun times on Wild with Wilder. Let's hop in and see if we can figure out what's going on with Pili Fantasy. So let's jump into the Medium article. So this is the article that Veve posted talking about how they're welcoming them in celebration of the Lunar New Year, exclusive on Veve. Now, apparently, Pili Fantasy is very popular. It's a puppet drama show. Now, the company, they've been making like TV series for 30 years. They're listing right there the Thunderbolt movie, The Legends of the Sacred Stone, Thunderbolt Fantasy. All that stuff was happening back in the late 80s. But if you scroll down to basically the Pili, I guess it's called Pili Fantasy, you can see right here that they're all like these puppet figurines. And it's kind of wild because it's not really what we expect when we think of, collecting on the Veve app. Now, I know a lot of people are thinking, okay, so puppets, does that mean they're actually going to make puppets? And this is going to be a new vertical, and maybe they'll be interactive and so forth and so on. I don't know about all of that. In my opinion, it just seems to make sense for them to just start with figurines that are based on the puppets. That's what I would think would be happening. So let's scroll down a little bit more. Let's see. The first ones are going to be released in February in celebration of the Lunar New Year. So you guys can kind of get your gems ready now. In January 30th is the new date for the Marvel Mighties and for that Daredevil number 25 release comic. So that means right after this, now you have to start looking at these Pili NFT figures. So you need to make a decision. Do you want to buy into these? Do you want to buy into both? Do you have the gems? Are you going to get trading? I'm not anticipating that people are going to gravitate towards these rapidly, especially not in the US, just because it's an unknown property. So it might be a good opportunity to hop in and get some for super, like close to listing price. Obviously NFA, not financial advice. So definitely check out the Medium article here so you can kind of see their thoughts on what they're going to do with it, with the platform. It's not a super long one, but what was cool about this is that when they announced this, it ended up on Yahoo Finance. So they're talking about the partnership. Pili Fantasy debuts first digital collectible collection on Veve platform. Now, what's interesting about this is that anytime something pops up on one of the major finance networks, even if it's just like rumors or what have you, it has a lot of weight because these are individuals who may not have heard about this platform, who may be like, wait, what's Disney doing? What's going on? And then they're connecting dots that we can't even see. So as I'm on this road to blue chip, kind of sitting back waiting for what's the next move that's going to kind of get me where I wanted to go, is this something I should shift my attention to? Yahoo Finance News is interesting too because it's going to get the attention of the Veve platform to Disney shareholders, people who already have like a vested interest in the success of Disney. So when they see royalties and then they see expansion, they're going to talk about it. That's going to create more chatter and it's just going to get more people to the platform. So this paragraph right here, the partnership not only shows Veve's dedication to collectors in the Asian market, but also shows the unlimited potential of Pili as a global brand in the international NFT market. Now, they're saying that we're going to have the opportunity to collect 4,000 hero characters from the Pili universe. 4,000. So clearly they have a very long tail of what they're planning to do. And this is really going to be the first from that location. It's kind of crazy. A lot of times, the same way that we kind of like hyped up comic books in our culture, in other cultures, there was like the martial arts mysticism, where you become so good at martial arts that you kind of imbue these almost like mystical and mythical properties. So you can watch it on Netflix, actually. Here's season 1, Pili Fantasy, War of the Dragons. And as you can see, they're all like these puppets. So I'm not sure exactly who the target age range is, but they're apparently exceedingly popular. And puppetry is such an interesting way to go as far as doing something live action or doing something for like to film, just because there's not many puppetry type like shows. There's kids shows we know over here like Sesame Street and stuff like that, but in regards to something that's almost like borderline anime or borderline superheroes, it's very interesting and very, very different. So I don't know if these are region locked or anything like that. I just know that they show up on Netflix right here. Definitely give them a chance. So let's go a little bit further. I pulled up their IMDb just to kind of see what will pop up. Wait, did I? Okay, yeah. So those are user reviews. So here at the top, this is the War of the Dragons, which I think this is the one that's up on Netflix. You know, typical mystical martial arts thing. I'm really curious too if it's the type of stuff that feels like Dynasty Warriors for those of you who are gamers and stuff like that. And then here is the other things that were created or are being created by the Pili International multimedia company. So as you can see, they have something from 2015, Legend of Sacred Stone back in 2000, Thunderbolt Fantasy, Bewitching Melody of the West. Then there's one starting in 2006, Wulin Warriors. This is crazy. I love it. I just think it's really, really cool that they have that kind of like legacy. And if you just wanted to know, here's their Pili International Multimedia details. Pili International Multimedia Company Ltd. This is a publicly traded company. Located in Taipei, Taiwan. Total of 100 employees across its location, and it generates 16.27 million in sales. I don't know if that's annually or if that, I hope it's annually. So yeah, there's a lot of really good info about this organization. Revenue 6.27 million, started in 1996. There they are on the stock exchange. So yeah, a lot of really, really good stuff. So I'm finding that with a lot of like news like this, especially when it comes to like the Veve app, people are really trying to kind of get that insight into what they're going to be able to get. And I really don't blame them, because it's the craziest bit of chasing that I've kind of been a part of. I love the collectible aspect. I think it's a ton of fun, and I'm trying to like stick to my own individual strategies, because obviously we can only like pull in the information and we can kind of make our decisions based on that information. So this is just some fun, interesting things of what's coming down the pipeline in February. So if you are bullish on this, then you are going to get your gems ready for these if you think this is a really good bet. Or if you are like, aha, now I can just start buying back into the market, or people are going to be selling, then maybe it's a good time for me to sell as well. I'm waiting for the next sales wave for some of this stuff. And I have some stuff that I'm going to not touch, but I'm trying to branch my way up to my first real blue chip item that's still in process. I've still been going and like kind of like picking a few things here and there off the ground, some comic books here and there, and some other stuff. And I think that it's just such an interesting time, especially with the migration just having passed. So yeah, let's stop right there. Thank you so much for watching Wild with Wilder. Make sure you like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more fun Veve talk, more fun anime talk. We've been doing some RPG talking. I really need to talk about Skyrim, my continued obsession, and maybe I'll do like my own little retrospecticus about it. Just kind of like in the moment, talking about memories and stuff like that. Let me put that together, and I'll record that right after this one. So we'll have like a Skyrim thing up here as well. So thanks for watching. Peace.